everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle and today I'm going to be giving you a tour of my apartment, which I've been living in with my boyfriend and our dog Queenie for a little bit over a year now. And if you've been following along with my apartment journey at all, you'll know that this is my second apartment tour in 2 years. Because just last year I was living in a 450 square foot studio apartment, just me and Queenie, and it was the first time that I ever was able to decorate a space all on my own, and I really loved it. I loved how cozy it was, I loved how it turned out, and then I lived there for a whopping 6 months and then tore it all down and moved out and did it all over again. If you want to know why I did that, I will link all of the apartment videos down below so you can follow that journey if you'd like to. But for today, I will be giving you an empty apartment tour and then I'll be showing you what we've done with the 3 main living spaces. So I will be showing you what we've done with the living area, the dining area, and the kitchen because those are the spaces that we've been spending the most time in. Queenie, I'm almost done. Can you just a little bit? Just for a little bit. Do you want to get your water? Do you want to get your water? Okay, go get your water. Alright, so when you enter the front door, the first part you see is the kitchen, and a little further down you see the living room area. It's an open floor plan between the kitchen, living, and dining areas, and the entire apartment is almost 1,700 square feet with 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a balcony. The apartment has gray laminate flooring throughout, and gray and white is pretty much the color scheme throughout the entire apartment, which I'm not opposed to. What is a little questionable though is this half pantry, half coat rack thing in between the kitchen and living room, but we'll get back to that later. Moving on to the living and dining areas, they're basically comprised of one giant space with a high ceiling. And the high ceiling is something we had in the first apartment we lived in together, so it's exciting to be able to continue that tradition here as well. High ceilings do also mean we have a whole lot of wall space to work with in terms of decorating, but it's a challenge we're happy to take on. Past the sliding glass door, we have a sizable balcony with an amazing view, which I unfortunately will never be able to show you, but trust me, it's really nice. Moving down our hallway to the left, we have the guest bathroom, which is fully equipped with a shower bathtub combination and more cool gray tones throughout. Then we have 2 rooms that are adjacent to each other, one which will eventually become an office and the other one a guest room. And then to the left of that, we have a really skinny closet to store supplies and laundry things. And best of all, something that I hopefully will never have to live without again is an in-house washer and dryer. In the master bedroom, we have 2 identical closet spaces side by side, which are actually connected behind the wall between them. I'm not sure why, because we can't really access it very easily. And we also have a bathroom, which is still under construction in this video because we were having the bathtub converted into a standing shower only with a glass door instead. Alright, so that was the empty apartment tour. Now I'm going to be showing you what we've done with the kitchen, dining, and living areas. I will be trying to say where we got things as I go, but if there's anything that I miss, it should be in the description box down below, and then if it's not there, go ahead and leave a comment and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, commence non-empty apartment tour. So when you first enter the apartment, to the immediate left of the front door, we have a little bamboo shoe rack from Amazon, which I brought over from my last apartment, so I'm really glad there's a perfect little nook for it to fit here too. From it, we have a couple of umbrellas hanging for easy access, and above it we have our key hooks, also from Amazon, which are really nice because they keep me from misplacing my keys when I get home. Plus there's a little area on top where I can put my badge for easy access when I'm heading out the door. Just ahead and to the right of the front door is a gold framed recessed standing mirror that I brought from my previous apartment as well. And I love it here, not only because it's convenient to be able to check yourself out before you leave, but also because it opens up the kitchen space and helps to reflect light in this area. To the left of the mirror, we have another slightly wider bamboo shoe rack that matches the one by the door. On top is just a little basket filled with Clorox wipes, 3 different types of sunscreen, chalk, hand sanitizer, and a bunch of N95s and napkins, just in case we need any of this heading out the door. Above the shoe rack, we have wall hooks from Cost Plus World Market, and these are to hang bags, jackets, regular masks, but it's basically just for me because these are all my bags and Shahan doesn't hang anything from them. But it's really nice because the hooks are gold, which matches really nicely to the standing mirror, and I just really like this asymmetrical hunk of wood that they're attached to. Moving in a clockwise fashion, on our counter by the window we have some plants because we try to monopolize any window light that we can in this apartment. We also have a farmhouse style sink, which I love, and to the right of that we have these 2 floating shelves which already came installed by the time we moved in and are super convenient. At the top we have one of only 2 fake plants that we own, some vases, and these wooden noses that Shahan brought back from his time spent in Armenia. Under that we just have glassware and easy to access food containers, and below that are the things we access the most frequently, which are our kitchen knives and our coffee setup. Then we have a toaster oven, blender, and our most frequently used oils and seasonings within arm's reach of the stove. Our stove is gas powered, which I love, and it even came with a central burner and griddle plate, which is pretty cool to have, even though we have never used it yet. So our cabinets are actually push to open, which almost no one gets on the first try. Fair enough though, because I've never seen this type of thing either, but then all of the lower cabinets are pull to open, which is not confusing at all. Anyway, we have tons of storage in our kitchen, and once we got the hang of where everything was and got everything organized the way that we wanted, it's been really great. Our fridge is a fridge, but the highlight is this cute card my friend made me for my birthday. She hand-painted Queenie and was even able to paint her liver spots, which is amazing. Thank you, AJ. So remember in the beginning when I said we had a half pantry, half closet thing because it has shelves, but also a bar to hang clothes from? Or maybe it was just meant to be a full closet. I'm not sure. Anyway, I took out the bar and converted it into a full pantry by putting a Kallax unit from IKEA inside, and it actually ended up working out really nicely because before everything was hidden away in cabinets, but this way we can see everything super clearly and it's easy to know what we have and don't have. At the island, where we eat 90% of our meals, we have these bar stools from Living Spaces. Living Spaces. They're super comfy, easy to clean, and black leather matches our black appliances and accents throughout the kitchen. I don't know how to describe our countertops except to say that they're gray, so just please enjoy this close-up of these Trader Joe flowers that I 100% just got for this video. Last but not least, we have this bar cart with 2 very healthy pothos plants on top. It's funny, the only reason I even had these plants here was because this was how I transferred them from my last apartment to this one. We made it. Struggle, but we made it. And then I didn't know where to put the bar cart, so I just kept it here at the end of the island. And now this is just where it lives, along with these plants, and we really can't imagine not having it here. We also always have charging cords for our iPhones and my Apple Watch, just hanging from a small command hook that we attach to the bottom of the counter. It is a great way to keep the cords from being on the floor and just super convenient. So yeah, you're welcome for that life hack. In one corner of the living room, we have a small collection of workout gear that I have used once or twice while watching TV. I also have this 2-step step stool at the ready because I am a short human and I actually use it pretty frequently. Our media console is from Amazon, and it does have some storage and shelves. We just don't necessarily have a need for them yet, but that's okay. We kind of had a small selection to choose from because it was one of maybe 2 or 3 options that was wider than our 70-inch TV. So we got lucky that 1, it was long enough to be longer than our TV, and 2, we actually just like how it looks and how it fits our living room vibe. On top of the media console, we have many plants, which I will not go too much into detail about because that could honestly be an entire video on its own, just considering that we have a mini forest. We also have some of our favorite photos of Queenie here because there's no such thing as too much Queenie in this household. To the right, we have a humongous 20-inch pot from Cost Plus World Market, which houses Terry, our monstera, and will hopefully be able to house him for many years to come. In the other corner, we have my guitar and one of my favorite prints from Society 6. And as with the kitchen window, the living room window is lined with plants, and more plants, including dried eucalyptus leaves and a hanging plant for good measure. Back toward the center of the living room, we have a beautiful large rug from Wayfair, and it was actually one of the first things we got before we even knew what color scheme we were going with. So we liked that it was colorful and could pretty much go with whatever we decided while not being too loud. Our couch is from Living Spaces, and it's super comfortable, but we especially love that the back is low so you can still see really easily between the living and dining areas. 99% of the time we have blankets on the right side of the couch for Queenie, and then Shahan and I share the remaining part of the couch, which is why it looks more well-loved. The other seating option in our living room is this orange velvet accent chair from Amazon. And the reason we decided to go with orange was because the throw pillows I brought over from my last apartment were orange. And then by coincidence, Shahan's parents were staging the apartment they were selling with orange accent pillows as well. So then we ended up keeping those and then just decided to stick with the orange theme. This specific orange is also one of my favorite colors, and the height of this chair pairs perfectly with our couch. Plus, it's extremely comfortable and the velvet is super soft, so we are very happy with this piece. Our coffee table is Noguchi inspired from Amazon, and I actually didn't know what a Noguchi table was before seeing this one, but when I saw it, I instantly loved the shape and design, and I liked how, because it's glass, you can still see the pattern of the rug underneath. The glass is also super thick and heavy duty, and it's just a plus that the wood perfectly matches the legs of our couch. It was perfect. On top of the coffee table is a chess set that we bought from the Teotihuacan pyramids when we went to Mexico for a good friend's wedding. The entire set is hand carved, so no 2 pieces look the same, and that's something that I really like. To the side of the couch, we have a blanket basket, and if you saw my last apartment tour video, you might recognize this side table, which is the perfect size to hold a plant plus drink cups or whatever else we might want within reach. We just bought a matching table to have one on each side of the couch. And fun fact, the plants that we have on top of these tables both used to be part of the same plant, along with a third plant that also used to be part of the same plant up there. And while we're looking over there, we can move on to the next section. All right, so moving on to the dining area. To be honest, we are physically in this space the least often, and we only ever really sit at the dining table when guests are over. But without a doubt, this area is the eye candy of the apartment, especially during the very rare moments when the sun rays actually reach the walls. That actually doesn't last for very long, but it's such a beautiful time of the day. To the right, we have an industrial style double shelf, which I chose partly because it was one of the only shelves long enough to take up most of this wall space, and partly because the black pipe brackets match the black pipe curtain rod we have for the sliding door curtains. Black pipe bracket, can you say that 10 times fast? Anyway, honestly, the decor placed on these shelves is very random. This is a framed tray liner from a taco place that I really like called Loqui. This is an empty bottle of gin my friend was going to throw away until I asked him if I could keep it as decor. This is a vase I bought for our money tree Chester, but it ended up being too small, so I put it up here instead. This is a 3D printed pup from the 3D printer Shahan got me for my birthday one year, and this is a print that didn't really have a home elsewhere. These are random decor things I bought for the honeycomb shelves for my last apartment. This is just a really cute book with inspirational characters and artwork. This is a vase Shahan's brother got him for his birthday. More random decor that didn't have a home anywhere else, a skull from when I took anatomy, and a very successful propagation from my pothos plant. Honestly, there are so many of these in this apartment, so if you see a pothos, it's probably just a propagation from the original pothos. Underneath, we have 2 storage boxes that double as benches, and to the left is Fred, who we bought to celebrate our 6-year anniversary. Moving on to the gallery wall. So these prints are from 4 different gallery wall sets from Etsy, and I just chose the ones I liked the most out of those sets, with the very broad sense that orangey reddish hues and basically just warm tones were gonna be the vibe. Our dining table is from Living Spaces, and it's one of the few pieces of furniture that Shahan and I agreed about right away. We saw it, liked that it was simple and looked like one continuous cohesive hunk of wood, and we thought the color was beautiful. On top, we have a mini runner and coasters that Shahan got from a trip to New Mexico with his friends. And before I forget to mention it, the table actually has storage on each side where we keep placemats, quart coasters for hot dishes, and just random stuff. Yeah. Our chairs for the dining table are kind of just a hodgepodge combination of the chairs I had at my old apartment, plus these 2 outdoor chairs that we just kept inside because we don't want them to get dirty and because we don't have an outdoor setup yet, and this bench, which is technically not meant to be matched to this table, but we figured it was a close enough match. We literally dragged this bench across the showroom to the display of this dining table to see if the length and wood looked similar enough, and we thought they did, so YOLO. Our rug is from Costco, and we like it very much, and there's honestly not much more to say about it, except for that it does this weird optical illusion thing where up close it looks darker, and then when you look at it from afar, the color just lightens up, and it's really weird, but we like the rug very much. Shahan literally just watched this with me right now and said that he's never noticed that in all the time that we've lived together. So, am I detail-oriented or am I crazy? Porque no los dos. And this corner is a corner of plants. We got this bar cart from Facebook Marketplace, and then decided that it was too small to actually be a bar cart, and so it became a plant housing cart. Our fiddly fig is very sad looking right now, and she's been through some struggles, but you know what? She's gonna make a comeback. Last but not least, we had to have a spot for our desert gallery wall, which we put here. When I had it up at the last apartment, it made me super happy to see it, so I'm glad we were able to find a place for it here too. And that was pretty much it. Like I said, this apartment is not in its final form. We are most definitely still working on the rooms, and I still have about 3 months of nursing school left, so hopefully after that is all done, I will have some more time to dedicate to finding stuff for our rooms, and we'll be posting an update video sometime in the future. Until then, though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye!